Hi.
Hi there.
Thank you.
Did you not read the sign?
Thank you.
Welcome.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. See you at lunch.
Okay, I'm Kara.
Hi, Kara.
Or Mrs. Clark, rather. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Deb. This is Sydney. This
Hi,
is Ron.
Sydney. Hi. Very nice to meet you guys. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little tour of Zionsville and also kind of like a little bit of our information. This is what you would find on the website. So I'm going to give you guys this. It kind of talks to you about how many total students are in the school and the counselor's caseload. We'll go over all that. Everything that's on here I'm going to talk about. Okay. All right, so you came in the front door, and that's the front office that you would need to come in. And so we are secure. They ask for everybody's.
If you're riding the bus, you don't go that
No,
way, right?
this would be if you have to be picked up for an appointment, you'd need to come out there and sign in and sign out. Or if you come in late for school, if you're tardy, you need to sign in and sign out if you're not riding the bus. If you're riding the bus and the bus is late, you're good. You can just go to class.
Do you have to ride the bus?
You do not have to ride the bus. No, a lot of people, it gets crowded, so you have to kind of justify the wait, but you don't have to ride the bus at all. That's here too. We have a school psychiatrist that is shared by some of the other schools, and then we do have a social worker that is here at all times. So, okay. So again, this is kind of like the administration area, athletics is there, and then this is the clinic. And this is counseling here, and then passing period. So it can get, okay, so come on in. We are not quite finished with this this construction, so it is kind of not perfect around here. So again, this is our college and career kind of thing that the colleges come in and talk to the kids on Wednesdays. And basically, it is a big long hallway. So we call it the Gerbil Tunnel, but it goes to one end of the campus to the next. The east end of the campus used to be referred to as Freshman Center. It is not Freshman Center anymore. It was confusing because we do have our high-level math down there too. So a lot of seniors go down there. So it's not Freshman Center. We try to call it the east end of the campus. So let's go to the east end of the campus to kind of get to know a little bit more. This is the area that's 2 floors. This over here, just so you know, will be a huge, and it's supposed to be done in January. It certainly doesn't look like it's going to be, but it's going to be a huge meeting space and one cafeteria. We currently have 3 cafeterias. We're going to bring it down to 1, use the current space for new classrooms. So this is going to be a 1 cafeteria type of thing. We have 3, at this point, 3 separate eating times. You can have A lunch, B lunch, and C lunch. I don't know what it's going to look like in January, but I think they're trying to at least keep it to 3, hopefully not 4, but because if you're D lunch, that's pretty late. So that's going to be, and that's going to be a really kind of exciting area. You can work with groups and all that kind of stuff over here once it's complete. Here's a classroom that no one's in. So that would be, that's Mrs. Harmon's class. She is, oh, she's right. And this would, You could do so you got econ, you got AP Psych, so you could have one teacher teach sometimes freshmen through seniors. This is what Lighter's room, I don't know. We have 7 periods in the day, and we have 2 blocks.
Did you need me?
No, we just,
Oh, this is my.
oh yeah, that's like Lighters, yeah. We do have lockers. Most kids really don't use their lockers because we do have technology, so you have a computer at all times. The only reason why most kids would use it is to do their coat. We have 7 minutes in between class periods, which seems not like a lot, but because you're not really going to class, you just go to your class and everyone just carries it because you have a computer, a lot of books and things.
Is there Sydney, wanna
Yes.
look in the art room?
No,
Are you artistic?
Yes.
Yes.
but
Just take a look.
I don't want to look
Just,
in any
just look
rooms.
at the door, the window, okay? There's a window there. No, if you're looking at the.
Yeah, go ahead and look at it, honey. No one's gonna care.
No, I'm not going in.
You don't have to go in, just look
I
in
just
the
looked through
window.
it.
Most of our staff has advanced degrees, has master degrees, and we have 100 certified staff members, so all of our staff is certified. There are 4 different types of diplomas. You can do Technical 440 with academic honors. You can do, go back over here. Let's just go upstairs. 440 with tech honors. You can do 440, and then you can do just the general diploma. 320 out of our 22 class, 320 kids are going to do the academic honors. And 440 with technical, 208 are 440 only, and 11 are general diploma.
11 or what?
11 are just general diploma.
Oh.
We're gonna hit, everyone's lining up to do, you're gonna experience testing.
Oh, there's a bell or
So
something.
this is our science area. I know for example, our sophomore class, science, and I don't know if it's AP, but one of my aides is going to
I saw that one comment.
pick brain thing. So high level stuff here. This is math, a lot of math on this area. We got stats, physics.
According to
Again,
the
this would
hallway.
be freshmen through seniors around here, probably more freshmen. And then on this side, we're gonna get math upstairs and then English. We're gonna go against, we're gonna be like seeing them and then go against the. So again, this would be our math area. We are a 4.0 system,
I legit with this.
but with AP and ACP and honors,
You keep saying, wait,
you can get more than a 4.0. Like usually our valedictorian's got like a 4.5 or a 4.6. Because they have advanced ones.
Now there's college credit courses.
Yes. We are, Newsweek has here. Very high academic motivated, very lots of rigor. And then I'm gonna see if I get through over here. So this was where our front office was last year, because this was all tore up. So this will be our freshman cafeteria, what we would call the East Campus rather. This is the East Campus gym. A lot of freshmen Gym classes are there. This is our East Campus cafeteria. So this is one of the 3 cafeterias that would be condensed down to one. We do have what we call the CLP area, which is Certified Learning Practice or whatever process. But that would be for kids who don't really, juniors and seniors that don't really learn well in a typical classroom environment. And we might lose them to not graduating, so we have an opportunity for them to learn on their own. So they just gain credits for that.
And there's somebody supervising or helping
Yes,
them?
that Dr. Chisley does that. It's that one, we developed it about 3 years ago. And so right now, that's a counselor right there. And what they're doing is the counselors are scattered during math, which is a program, which is an hour each Wednesday that we have an opportunity to meet with the kids. So they're scheduling, these are meeting with a bunch of sophomores, and they're gonna schedule for junior. They're gonna explain how to schedule for the junior year.
So this will be reformed into classrooms?
Classrooms, probably, or meeting space, I know the main cafeteria definitely is classrooms. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with this. Okay. All right, now are you into STEM? Do you like robotics and stuff like that? No, that was when you were little. You're more arts, like what do you like to draw?
Nothing. Don't you dare say anything.
You need to say what you like to draw.
Or is it drawing, or is it sculpture?
More just drawing.
Drawing, okay.
Mostly anyway.
Our STEM area and our robotics and our engineering area are all.
Anime.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do you have anime classes?
We do not have anime classes, but that doesn't mean that she could not draw anime or develop it
That's
either.
really embarrassing.
Okay?
Well, sometimes we have anime
So
classes.
this
but I like to mention it.
right here is what we call our, this would be our study hall that is supervised.
She's waving us in. But
Oh, no, she's just,
Oh.
so this is our supervised study hall for kids who, we do have study hall every day. As a freshman, you have to have a study hall. But when you get up in upperclassmen, you don't have to have a study hall. It's highly recommended because evenings kids are crazy. So they highly recommend having that space in your schedule to get work done. And there's just some kids that need a little extra help. And that's what a supervised study hall would be. So we can go over here. This would be where our tech honors comes. We've got our engineering area and our robotics area down here, which is probably where you had your camp. And then the freshman study hall is down this hall right here. We do have several resource teachers and resource classes, so a lot of kids, instead of city hall, will go to a resource teacher, which will just help them learn. That's a study hall. Okay. That's why she's here.
Yeah,
It's okay.
you need to show a little more interest in it.
So there is that resource area. Let's see. Okay, so hi.
Yeah, I just called it freshmen.
We have 2022, we had 14 national merit finalists, which is fantastic. I don't know if you know much about that.
I don't know why. I just can't. I just can't.
In our average SAT last year was an 1168, and the national average is a 1040. So
Like, why are you not as good as
we have very successful kids.
Do you have like preparation for tests and that kind of thing?
We have a class, but we do not have SAT class. I think it can get overwhelming. But I think once you do it all the time.
wearing shorts. He's wearing shorts.
So here you can see some of the art classes that the kids can take. But it looks like this. I mean, I think there are some. I mean, I think you could draw piano.
Finally.
Basically, this
That is so screwed up. I told my mom to be about to call it.
we're kind of excited about it.
But the outlines were
So this is the wedge. So this is probably where you came in sometime. A lot of kids come here in the summer. This is the bistro of the wedge, which would be a cafeteria area too at this point.
This is wedge LGI.
The wedge LGI is right to the left.
Oh, you're not.
But normally she's here. Our field house. So they would have lunch. Usually it's about the same type of lunch. And then our PE is off to the left here. We do accept Indiana Online's PE and health, and a lot of kids do it in the summer. So they don't have to change and get all that kind of stuff. But they can do that. So we do accept a lot of Indiana Online, and a lot of kids do things in the summer. This is what is called the field house, which we would have PE. You have? It's one of my favorite areas. It's nice. So we're all set up for pickleball. So they must be doing a pickleball unit or something.
Oh,
And then around the corner are weightlifting areas, which are football and basketball team, but they do have a class of weightlifting that you can take. What was referred to as the field house. Let's see. 40% of the student body enroll in one or more AP classes. AP is just a little bit, it's against placement. It's just a little bit higher rigor than normal. It does increase your GPA more. And then 50% for AP, those enrolled scored 4 or more on the exam, which possibly could mean college credit. Okay, so this is the varsity gym in the area here, and we do have these doors open. We do have the ability to do gym as long as we're not set up for a game.
you're in your happy place now, right?
Did you guys go to Zionsville?
No.
No.
No, but Ron played all the sports.
Oh yeah.
In high school.
What are you doing?
Yeah, so this is the varsity gym. So the varsity basketball, boys, girls, volleyball are all played in here. And that's what I really like about Zionsville is they have quite an athletic, I mean, just the support of the community on all different things, athletic and arts.
Are the athletics and arts like competitive tryouts, or is
Yes.
it like everybody gets in?
No, they're very competitive, unfortunately.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just,
They
I
might
mean,
just
not
have
as
extras.
competitive as probably Carmel, but like you can't decide your junior year to play volleyball.
Yeah.
You have to. But it depends on, like, you could dive, you could play lacrosse. If we take a left here, this is what I kind of like to do for as the fine arts area of the school area. Like our theater program, our orchestra, band, all that kind of stuff. Choir, I don't know if you've ever seen one of our show choir performances. Unbelievable.
When do they have a performance?
Oh gosh, they have, at the end of the year, they do their grand finale, but the show choir performs so, it's almost like a varsity sport. This is like our band area. And they just,
Serious drums.
yeah, the kids are very, very talented here. Not messing around. And you're gonna feel overwhelmed, but think about it like this. It's set up like a grid, 100, 200, 300, 400 tall.
And this is all one floor.
What's that?
This is all one floor.
Yes, we're one floor. The only 2 floor is over in the freshman center. This is before the whole construction project. This is where our main floor was. Go ahead and take a left real quick. So these are all new classrooms down here, and I don't really know much is happening. So we've got some construction down here. And so those are all going to be all new classrooms down there. So when we go over here, right in front of us is the main cafeteria. And that is what's going to not be there in the fall.
They like called me super early this morning when I was just awake and I missed it.
And we're going to,
So,
this is
because
going
it
to
was like
probably
before
not
it
in
started.
fall, but
And
this will be.
They were
in
asking about the
classrooms
freshman
and
center
things like that.
cafeteria.
So how will it change the breakup of students or classes when you have more classrooms?
Yeah, but I think that they still want to keep them at 20 to 25. We're hoping to get new classes and stuff like that. We're not projected to get much over 2,700 in the school. So it's not like a Carmel situation. It'll never be that. It's not projected to get much bigger than it is now. Okay.
As long as we're sticking with one high school?
Well, there was a referendum about 15 years ago, and it was a one high school thing. So I don't know. What probably will happen is we have some Whitestown students here, and if anything happens, I think they might branch off and have their own high school. But we just don't have space.
Yeah.
So it would probably be Whitestown, because that's where it's really growing up out there.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's go ahead and check this out and see if we're So basically, we've got, you all know what AP is, right?
Yeah.
Advanced Placement. You take a test in May, and you score more than 3, it possibly could help you with college credit. My kids are all NIU, could help us at all.
Oh.
So, I mean,
Okay.
So we have AP Art History, AP Studio Art, 2-dimensional art, which you actually do a portfolio, and that's graded. So we have, or you guys will do this AP Music Theory, we've got algebra. We do have some, why don't we go back here? Little hallway. Excuse us. These are art classes back here. So they're not doing art now. I just gotta give you real quick.
No, I'm not doing
So these are art classes. This is map, so kids are everywhere. These guys aren't taking art. They're doing a map for you guys. But these are like the classrooms. So you can kind of see. I'm showing you students. So she likes art.
Oh, yeah?
She's asking me about anime. Do you have any kind of specific anime content?
Closest coursework would be Digital Design 1 and 2, and I think they do some animation maybe in Photo 2 or Photo 3. So you take first level photo and then kind of go from there.
Okay, she was more looking like anime, like the drawing of like.
Oh, drawing
Yeah.
versus animation. not as a focus like whole semester. You're gonna just do anime character drawings, but drawing class, there'd
You
be
could-
some way. Well, let's not say you can do a whole. No, you're gonna learn basics of drawing, light, shadow, things like that. That people that do professional anime use to help create sense of form. But there's a lot of kids that do anime, do their own little, like, this is my person that I've developed. And so there's ways to kind of utilize that and bring that in. Yeah.
Okay, does that help, honey?
If she's done like all of drawing one, can she just go straight to drawing two? Or?
Yeah, if you have a, like, where are you coming from? What school?
She would have to have high school credit for that probably, right?
Yeah, are you,
She's a rising 8th grader.
oh, so your freshman year, there are flow charts out on in the hallway there. Your freshman year, we have you do intro to 2D. You can do 3D and do both of them, and then you can take pretty much anything you want to take in our department, or you can just take intro to 2D, and then the next year you can take drawing 1 in the fall and then 2 in the spring.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Thank
Sure.
you.
Okay, so right here is the visual arts course flow chart. So
Talking about animation. She did.
is that
So, I mean, I guess my question was, can she skip drawing one and go to drawing two?
No, I don't think she can.
So she can't do that, but she could take any of these. So. Is there a ceramic studio?
I am not sure. I think I'm sure. And then there's a kiln. I'm sure that everything is done in inside the school. Okay, so let's go ahead and. So we are definitely, you can either bring your own tech or you can rent a computer, a laptop from the school itself, but you definitely have to have a computer. A laptop, rather. And so, let's go ahead and go to this, and it's easier for you to understand. So, this is what we call the media center. It used to be the library. There is some books, but most libraries aren't. But now it is the media center. Kids come here if they've got problems with their computer and their tech, or if they just want to meet as a group. A lot of kids, there's puzzles and things like that, just kind of a safe. That's another thing in the counseling office. We have what is called the mindfulness room. It's just a safe space for the kids to come if they ever need to. A quiet area. So all this over here used to be classroom, and it's going to be developed. Actually, it was windows. Now it's going to be developed into classroom. We have another math. I think if you understand, we've got math over here and math over there, so we're trying to kind of reorganize.
Yeah, consolidate.
Our role life, and you have to get a technical, to get honors, corporate is honors, you have to have, I think, 2 years of formal knowledge. But really, if you want to go to any type of college,
What languages do you offer?
we offer, okay, like this is our science hall. So this is hallway number 100. We offer Chinese, Spanish, French. Yeah. Chinese. So these are science. the 100 hall, and then the lockers are, 1, 2, 1, 1, or whatever, so you know where your locker is. And then this is the 700 hall, and the 700 hall is mostly world language.
Is it possible that you'd have to walk from one end to the other in 7 minutes?
And then sometimes you have to walk all the way back.
Oh my gosh.
We try hard to not have that happen, but absolutely.
I think it's a real exercise.
So we have our language. We have over 100 different types of clubs. Just scooch down this area. So if she decides, and there might be an anime club, I don't know, but if you decide, oh gosh, we really need to have an anime club, if you get a teacher to support you and to sponsor you, you can develop your own club. This is a small little hallway, which is a lot of our business classes, personal finance, and then this is a more math. This is Greg as a math teacher.
What kind of business and finance classes are you offering?
Advanced business classes. We've got AP Stats. We've got entrepreneurship and new adventures, business principles of business management, banking and investment capstone, advanced accounting. Okay, let's go ahead and take a right here.
The AP classes didn't help your kids.
My kids are at IU, they should. I just don't think it does anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, this is how I figure it, is the colleges want $120 worth of your money, credit.
Yeah.
And if you take a whole bunch of it and you go in as a sophomore, they're losing money.
Right.
And College Board is not them. So they're not going to give, what it did for my kids is it gave them a space that they could get another minor, but they still had to do 120. They still wanted the $120 worth of.
Yeah.
They used to be 15, 20 years ago, but then colleges caught on and they're like, wait a minute, we're losing money. So they give you credit, you can start higher, right? But you still have to fill that void. So my daughter, she's double minoring, one major and she's doing minor in biology and a minor in Spanish. She's got space.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this is English. Not English, but upper grade English.
Why were they in the dark?
So this is cadet. So this is a dual credit program that we have with the butlers, and the kids can go into the elementary schools and learn to teach. And that would be dual credit that they would earn college credit from Butler. Okay, go ahead and take a left, honey. And then we're back in the finer. We go from, we do have block schedules. On Wednesday, we have a late start, so the kids start at 9:06.
The kids
Every other
allowed,
day. What's that?
sorry, are the kids allowed to go out here?
With their teacher. They can't do lunches or anything out there. So it's like if your teacher is studying out there or something. So our school day starts at 8:35, and we go to 3:40. We have half hour for lunch. So this is social studies.
And how many classes per day?
You have 7 per day unless they're in a block day, and block days are just longer. So we have a project that you need to do that takes more than an hour. And so you would on Tuesdays and Wednesdays are all block days. So today they're in a longer class period. Teachers like it, but they're crazy about it.
So there's 5 classes a day on those days?
Well, today we do 3 plus what we call MAP, which I think it might. My kids had it too at West Hills. I think it must be Indiana. You know, there has to be a space where we could do mandatory teaching of school, both things like bullying. You have to do a bullying thing. Go ahead and take a look, honey.
Okay, here's some examples of drawing 1.
This year we will have a break in October, obviously the winter break, and then we'll have a break in February for a week, and then we have spring break. This will be the last year for that. Because of that, we started school at August 3rd this year, but because they have done away with the February break, we're going to start probably the second week of August 10th-ish. I don't know really the date. But so we'll start in the beginning of August, and then we usually go, you go ahead and go down. This is that big long hallway. Hey, Penny.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So we will go, and then you just go until the end. Usually it's the first weekend of June is when we graduate. So I think that they are actually going to like the last week of May with finals. As long as the parent calls, the student is excused. And if the parent does not call, the student would be unexcused, and then the administration would be involved, and disciplinary actions would be taken.
Is there like a homeroom, or do they just get checked in their first class?
If they're late, they go ahead and just go to the first class, but if they're in disciplinary situations and they go to detention, it's after school.
No, I mean, like, how does the school count heads in the morning? Do they come to whatever the first class is?
Teachers, oh,
Yeah.
they take 10 and 7 period.
Uh-huh. So would they be assigned which lunchroom to go to?
No, they're not assigned a lunchroom, they are assigned a lunchtime.
Uh-huh.
So the whole class would do a lunch, or the whole class would do the lunch. But it's usually, because there's not a lot of time, it's usually where it's closest to the class. But I think that everybody will be in one.
Is there food served here?
Oh, yeah, sure. Hot food, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I didn't, which cafeteria was that, or
All of them are, all of them. Like
Oh, okay.
today, let's say they have quesadillas, all of them would have quesadillas. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so there's 3 different places to go get your hot lunch.
Correct. Yep. Now, in the past, before COVID, because things have changed, but in the past, they have had different things made at each. But currently, I think it's pretty much all. We're still kind of trying to get back
Okay.
in the groove of things.
When they put everybody in one, are they gonna be able to process that many kids fast enough?
Yes, I think they're going to probably have 2 separate areas. I don't really know how they're going to do that. Here we can go back into the housing office. And I can try to answer any questions that you have off of this. And then we get that.
So is it, what did you say, 360 kids per counselor?
320.
320? Is it hard to get an appointment?
They do have what we call Calendly, and it's something that they would. So, any other questions?
Is that done online?
No, it's done with Calendly. It's basically you take your phone and you hover over it, and they're appointments pop up.
Oh, okay.
So the kids, we hold the kids' hands less and less. So a little bit of hand holding in their freshman year, but we expect by their senior year that they come in and schedule their own classes and they take care of everything.
Yeah.
Getting them ready to go. We usually don't really do tours just because we're the only,
Only game in town.
yeah, and we don't have, we're pretty full. So that's why I can certainly show you around, but it's not like we're a private school that markets that we need to,
Yeah.
Well, thank you for doing that. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
we really appreciate you doing that.
Sure, please call if you have any other questions that you think, and if you go through this and you think, and go online. There are some on our Zionsville high school website. There are class curriculums and things like that, so you can kind of figure out what we offer.
Uh-huh.
All right, good luck,
Thank
honey.
you so much.
Good luck in your 8th grade
If we
year.
come up with